Hello guys, good morning. So I just want to clarify things about the things that you needed to do in writing your related literature. Okay, so how does your review of related literature look like? So let's have an example sample problem. So we have an example here, antifungal activity of three different ethanolic extracts against isolated pathogen from disease plant rice. Okay. So this is one of the thesis of my advices. So let's have this example. Now, what are you going to do is to identify your keywords so that you can filter your search. So what are the keywords here in this sample problem? Okay. So we have antifungal activity. We also have ethanolic extract and we have disease plant rice. So now that you have identified your keywords, you have to go and search now to the search engine. And the most popular search engine is the Google Scholar. So in Google Scholar, you can now write your keywords here. And then last time, I asked you to complete the table matrix, right? So you have to complete that table. So when you found the article here in Google Scholar, um, and you think that it fits your objectives, then you have to complete the table. Okay, so the reason why I asked you to complete the table matrix is that uh, so that it will be easier for you to write your related literature and lessen the plagiarism. So plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is an act of presenting another person's work or ideas as your own. So in short, you are going to copy and paste somebody else's work without even giving credit to the owner of the thought. So this is similar to stealing. You are stealing to the other person's idea. So what will happen now if it is proven that you plagiarize? So so number one, you may lose a degree, then you will have poor grades, poor grades, and then reputation will be ruined, no mercy from your professors. You may be subject to lawsuit, disciplinary actions may be taken, and of course may result in monetary restitution. Okay, so um, the worst case is that you are the authors, the authors will sue you. Okay, so that is the most difficult part, and then next one will be um you will lose your best degree. Okay, and then uh maybe some institutions might some institutions might uh not accept you if you're going to enroll to them once you have this kind of misbehavior. So starting from now, I advise you to start checking your paper and learn how to give credit. So you have to do citations. Okay. I already given you a separate video for that, and I am hoping that you watch it. So in order to reduce the work in the near future, so start working on your citations. Okay. So let's go back to our topic. How does your review of related literature look like? Okay. So once you're done with your matrix, you can now start on writing your related literature in a paragraph form. So analyze and check your matrix. Which of those articles have similarities? Then you have to sort your articles. After that, you can start writing based on the year of the publications or based on your keywords. It's up to you in which of those articles you can start your paragraph. Okay. So here I have an example. Okay. So in the study of Chantasworn 2016, wherein they evaluated the antifungal activity of 5 ethanolic extracts of Hydnocarpus antilhelminthicus 1, 2, and then using dilution plate method against the pathogenic fungi causing rice blast and sheet blight diseases of rice. So the results show that in 1,000 parts per million and 10,000 parts per million concentrations, X lancietum showed maximum inhibitory effect against the fungal pathogen. H. antelhelminthicus showed maximum inhibitory effect at 10,000 parts per million concentration against sheet blight pathogen. So this paragraph is one example of how are going to write your review of related literature. So it's easy, right? Okay. So um so so in this example they introduce the author. So the first part is the author. First part is the author. So this one is the author, Jantastorm 2016. Sorry, Jantastorm 2016. And they also um check for the or indicate the objectives of the study, which is the antifungal activity, evaluation of antifungal activity of 5 ethanolic extracts against sheet blight and rice disease. Okay, so they also mention the method that they use, dilution plate method. Okay, and then they talk about the results of their study. Okay, so what is now that you noticed on this paragraph? Okay, so they have the objectives, okay, they have the methods, and they also talk about the results of the study. So simple. So in writing your paragraph, you have to include the objectives of the study and then the method that they used and the results of the study. You have to focus on the results of the study because it will help you on discussing your own results. Okay? So and of course do not forget your citation. Okay? Your citation. You have to give credit to the author or to the owner of the article. Okay? So here is another example. Okay? So earlier I asked you to sort your articles or journals. So here is one example on how are you going to join those different journals that have similarities. Okay, so um, so I think you can read it. I will give you time to read it po. So you notice that in this paragraph, so this is only one paragraph. So in this paragraph, we have 3 articles. Okay. So we have 3 articles. We have Choi et al. 2008. We have Suryani 2015, and we have Choi again on 2009. Okay, so we have 3 articles in one paragraph. So you can join those articles that have similarities in one paragraph. Now, um, in that one paragraph, you notice that they also mention the objectives. Yes, they have the objectives. And they also write the method that they used. First one, poison food technique. The second one used diffusion well method. And the third one, I think they also used um, poison food technique, since this Choi here and Choi on the first part are the same person, because as you can see, a follow-up study was done by Choi. So they done it in 2009, wherein their initial study was done in 2008. So they conducted again another study in 2009. Okay, so similar. So they also use poison food technique, and they also um, mention the results of each study. Okay, each study. Okay, so what is now the similarities of these three articles? The similarity is on one of their objective is that against rice blast disease. Sorry, rice blast disease. So they now where are these three articles become similar? So they are similar um with the rice disease um that they conduct their study. And then of course they have they use ethanol here. Other one, okay. So in short, they're only similar on the pathogen that they use. Okay? And then of course they use different rice plant. They use different plant extracts. And then in writing your paragraph with different articles, you have to include also the objectives, the methods, and the results of the study. If you can, include conclusions on their study. Okay, so if they have similar, then check for their conclusion. So in here, you can do a contrast, compare and contrast of the different articles that you have. Okay, so as you can see that this one another study, and then um follow-up study was done by. So you can have this conjunctive words in order to um in order to phrases in different paragraphs that you will have sequence in related. So do not forget, always focus on the results because it will help you on discussing your own results soon. So be sure to mention the results. Okay, focus on the results of that. Okay, so there, if you have any doubts, just leave a comment. Thank you guys.